Hey y'all, welcome to Sunshine Haze. I am Aja. As you see tarot cards on your screen, it is time for a reading, and we are back to the regularly scheduled program. This is actually your tarot forecast for the Scorpio lunar cycle. Yay, woo! Alright, y'all. So this video is for Aquarius, Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, and Aquarius Rising. If you feel like what I'm saying in this video is not resonating with you, that means this video is just not for you. I would suggest checking out your moon and or rising sign, and I have a link down in the description box below to all those videos. With that being said, this is the Scorpio lunar cycle, and I do have a video up on that and the energies that we'll be working with regarding this lunation as well. Links in the link is in the description box too. What else do I want y'all to watch? Weird Mercury is retrograding right now, so I would definitely. The youth card popping out for you, Aquarius. So for some of you, you may be embarking upon new journeys during this Scorpio lunar cycle. This is the season of change and transformation. So some of y'all might be taking trips. Some of y'all might be going into new careers, new relationships, just new something. Something new is coming in for y'all. That's the youth card. Or this card could also be talking about an opportunity being presented to you and you having to take that leap of faith to just take it and see where it takes you. So keep your eyes open, keep your eyes peeled for new things coming in, okay? What was I saying? Watch the Mercury retrograde video if you're interested. Also the Venus retrograde, although we're out of it, we're still in the shadow for the next couple of weeks, so I would also check that out too, because Venus definitely affected us quite a bit. All right, let's finish shuffling these cards. Gonna be our typical 5-card spread for the new moon reading or for the lunar cycle reading. And we're looking at the energy for you Aquarians during this time. Also gonna be looking at any crossing energies. Gonna be looking at, because we're talking about Scorpio, what mysteries are, damn, everybody's getting this card. Scorpio, what mysteries are being revealed, and then, or what truths are coming to light, what's coming out. And then also going to be looking at where you guys need to put a little bit more of your determination and will, or put in, gosh, okay, Aquarius, why am I so tongue twisted? Or put in some more, or really devote your passion to certain things. All right, I don't know why that was so hard for me to get out. You have the Mother of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Four of Wands fall out. So, quick message for these cards here. This is a card that talks about being very protective, but also putting a lot of energy towards the moves that you're making. And then you have the card talking about bringing your mind into a stillness, or finding your peace, or finding your zen. And then you have a card talking about preparing for the future. So I think Aquarius, these cards coming out is talking about, you know, I don't know what's going on with y'all right now. I don't remember the last reading that I did for you, but some of you may need to find that happy place, find that quiet place, and you may need to come into this position because you've been so focused on the moves that you're making, or you've just been kind of spending energy. In order to prepare for the future, to plan for the future, you first got to get this shit underway. First and foremost, okay? All right. Message there for somebody. Again, this is a general reading. It's also a free reading. If you don't feel like what I'm saying is resonating with you, click out of my video and go watch another free reading, or go and watch your lunar rising sign. All right, Aquarius, let's finish shuffling these cards and see what's popping for you guys coming up in this next month. Talking mid-November to mid-December, the Scorpio lunar season, lunar cycle. All right, let's cut the deck. okay? All right. Aquarius, what's popping? What's going down for y'all during this Scorpio lunar cycle? You've got the choice card coming up in your spread, and from the cards that fell out for you, Aquarius, I do believe it has to do with making a shift or making a change in your life. But what I get from this card for you guys specifically is this like energy of almost like resistance, but not because you don't want to do something. Almost like a energy of resistance based on fear and doubt, or based on not understanding or not knowing what could happen, which makes a whole bunch of sense because you have the Ace of Swords crossing you. So this card coming up in this position, Aquarius, is telling me in a few of the signs have gotten this card for, they're actually 3 out of the 4 videos I think have gotten this card that I've done so far. This card coming up in this position, Aquarius, is just telling me that, you know, for a lot of you, like I said, there are some changes that you want to make. There are some things that you want to do with your life. There are some shifts that you want to see happen. But for some reason, it hasn't happened yet. This card coming up in this position, this is the energy for this lunar cycle for you. So this is telling me that for a lot of you Aquarians during this time, you are going to be coming into this energy of understanding, like, you know, I can make the things that I want to happen. I can create the life that I want to live. But what you're going to have to realize with this card, Aquarius, especially for this being the energy of the month for you, is that you cannot physically manifest the dreams or the goals that you have the way that you want them to play out if you have fear and you have doubt attached to it, or if you have a sense of, you know, just, oh, I don't know how this is going to turn out. I don't know what's going to happen here. I'm not sure. You guys are air signs, so you do resonate with a lot of mental, intellectual, analytical energy. So of course you guys really are people that try to think about things before you do them, but a lot of times you can't always think before you do. Sometimes you just have to take the leap. Sometimes you just have to do it and see where it takes you. Like I said, with that youth card falling out for you, this is a choice card. This is saying, Aquarius, you can do what you want. You can make whatever you want to happen. Like I said, you just have to make the choice to make it happen, and you have to make the right decisions. And when I say the right decisions, that means for yourself, that means based off of what truly resonates with you, what feels positive, what feels good. I really pick up strongly on the message if there is a lot of doubt or fear attached to the decisions that you are trying to make. I get that you guys know the choices and you're good with the choices, but you just have a little bit of a heavy energy attached to your choices, which is making them a little bit harder to manifest physically, okay? And this is the energy you're supposed to be tapping into for this month, Aquarius. So really try to do away with that fear and that doubt if you can. Whatever techniques you have to kind of ease your mind and put yourself back into a peace of mind. And you had that 4 of Swords fall out too. I think it's very important for you guys to really devote some energy to that during this next lunar cycle, okay? You have the Ace of Swords coming up in the crossing position for you, Aquarius. And the Ace of Swords, any ace card is typically a good card, but this is coming up in your crossing energy. And with a lot of the other spreads, sometimes these crossing cards come up as literally obstacles, and sometimes these crossing cards come up as energies that you're supposed to work through in order to bring them into an upright position during the lunar cycle. And I think it is of the latter for you guys during this time around. The Ace of Swords is the card that talks about gaining clarity, talks about having, you know, a pretty clear outlook on what's going on around you, having a clear understanding, having, you know, either a perspective shift or having a change in the way that you see things. This is coming up as your crossing energy, so this is actually your obstacle, and it coming up crossing the choice card is where I want to confirm that those notions of doubt and fear, but also this comes up with a little bit of confusion, and I more so pick up on the sense of there being confusion regarding what could come from the choices that you make. This is a crossing energy, Aquarius. This is your own energy crossing you, to be exact. With that being said, for you guys, Aquarius, I think it's very important to, because you're having a hard time thinking during this time. So I think it's important, and I don't want to say thinking like you guys are stupid, but just having a hard time working through the many thoughts that you may be having during this lunar cycle. So I think it's important for you guys to really go with what you're feeling, go with your heart, go with what you feel pulled to. Again, you had the Youth card come out. Whatever opportunities popping up, if you feel pulled to it, go towards it. Again, the Choice card, go towards the choices that you feel like you're supposed to be making. And as you go towards the things that you feel, when you're when you're doing things that, you know, really fall into alignment with your personal vibrations, or you really resonate with that energy, it makes everything around you a little bit more clear. So as I was saying, I do think that this is a time for you to turn this Ace of Swords upright to kind of be a supplemental supporting energy to this Choice card. You can, again, you can live the life that you want to live. You're having a problem doing that because there's a little bit of doubt, there's a little bit of fear, and there's also a little bit of confusion regarding how to take the steps towards even making the choices that you want to make, which makes a lot of sense, especially for air signs. You guys are very intellectual, very logical at times, but at the same time, you guys can have very, very jumbled, very chaotic thoughts, and that can sometimes, you know, create these instances where you just don't know what's going on or how to get through the thoughts that you've created in your head. You know what I'm saying? But so yeah, Aquarius, for you guys, you are supposed to be tapping into this energy. You are supposed to be coming into understanding and knowing what you can do and what you have the potential to do, and how you can use that potential to do the things that you would like to do and fall into alignment with your own life's purpose or your own life path. For you during this time, though, it is going to be a little challenging. You are going to have a little bit of difficulty figuring those things out. And this, really, honestly, the cloudiness, the crossing comes from the fear and the doubt attached to the things that you're trying to do, no matter what has happened to you up until this point so far. And it makes sense to base our decisions and our actions off of experience, but you also have to understand that every experience is different. So just because some shit went left one time doesn't necessarily mean that it's always going to go left. Use your better judgment, though, and you'll be able to tap into it. Go with what you're feeling during this time. Your feelings are going to help you come into alignment with the choices that you need to make, which will also help you come into alignment with this Ace of Swords and clear out all the haziness that is creating your blockages and your obstacles right now, okay? You have the Nine of Wands coming up in the position of what mysteries are coming to light. So what's coming to light for you? This is not necessarily a mystery, but I like that this card is popping up here because this is one of my favorite cards. It's a card of hope. The Nine of Wands is a card that carries the energy of, you know, just a little bit further, like you were almost there. If you look at the card, these are steps and they're wands, and you see like there's a little bit of craziness, a little bit of chaos, but you know, they're nicely lined up and it seems like you can easily walk up them and you're so close to the top. There's a little bit of an obstacle here. There's a little bit of, you know, a little pushback, and then also there are no rails. So it's like, you know, the journey is not the easiest. It's not the safest, but you are literally almost there, almost to the top. This is coming up in the position of what's coming to light for you. So Aquarius, at the same time, while you're coming out of this haziness and you're starting to tap into this energy of understanding that you create the instances that you want to happen in your life, you also have this energy coming up as a reminder to say, hey, Aquarius, you don't have to resonate with that doubt and that fear or that haziness, because things are going to get better. Things are looking up. You're actually very close to at least being on the path that you're supposed to be on, if you're not already there. You know what I'm saying? This is a card that talks about just pushing through a little bit further, because as soon as you push through on the other side, you will have what it is that you want, and it will actually also be very much so worth it, especially with this choice card coming up. If you have the opportunity to create the life that you want to live, why would you not want to push a little bit more? You know, why would you not want to climb up the rest of them steps, hop over these little branches, and do what you got to do to get to the space to where you're actually living the life that you want and the life that you have created for yourself, so long as it's positive. Keep throwing my damn selenite wand. That's really all I want to say about the Nine of Wands. Just literally a reminder to have hope and to keep that determination and keep that strength moving forward, okay? The next card that you have coming up in your reading is the Two of Pentacles, and this is coming up in the position of where do you need to exert a little bit more energy, where do you need to put a little bit more determination, drive, or where do you need to show a little bit more passion. This is the card of inevitable change. This is the card of changing foundations, of changing situations. The Pentacles deal with our, like I said, our foundations, our finances, our living situations, our careers, sometimes relationships. This is in the position of where you need to have a little bit more drive. So Aquarius, This card is telling me that it really truly is honestly time for some changes in your life. Things are changing. They're going to have to change for you in order for you to live the life that we keep talking about here with this choice card. But as I don't remember what sign I was saying this to or for, but I was talking about, we can manifest, we can intend all we want, but things will not happen if you don't lend the energy to actually making the changes or actually making the moves yourself. Pentacles is a physical suit. It's a physical element. I'm sorry. The Pentacles is the earth. Gosh, the Pentacles is of the earth element, and the earth element is a very physical, very tangible element. So this comes with making physical moves, making physical changes. This is where you need to put more energy. So you really do have to come out of this Ace of Swords. So, meditate, run some laps, sing a song, write something, do something. You have to come out of this because there are changes that need to be made, and your changes are based off of the choices that you make. And you've got a whole bunch of positive energy popping off in here. So I feel like they're positive changes for you, but these changes cannot come in if all you're doing is thinking about them. You guys are air, but you do have to come out of your air a little bit and resonate more so in the earth and in the fire during this time, okay? And you've also got a desire card here, which carries a little bit of fire and water energy. So yeah, Aquarius, there are things that need to shift in your life. There are things that you could be doing. There are opportunities that are going to be coming in for you. And you've got decisions to make. You've got things to think about. But you also have to understand that none of this shit is going to happen if you just kind of sit and watch it go by. Like, you can think about the shit all you want, but it's not thinking about it. Although our thoughts are very powerful and they do have the power to manifest things physically, that happens with the help of the physical work that we do. So Aquarius, you've got to make the moves. You've got to start making the changes. You've got to, whatever doubt or fear or whatever is deterring you from actually making moves towards that life that you want, living your best life, you've got to come out of that and start putting the energy towards actually making the physical moves, because there's good shit coming in for you. And I'm going to go on and confirm that with the desire card. This is your soul message. And what I get from this card is a message of Aquarius. Like I said, you can live the life that you want to live. What do you truly want in life? What do you truly need? Where do you truly want to be right now? Really sit and think about that. The Scorpio lunar cycle is actually all about our deepest, darkest mysteries, secrets, passions, what truly resonates with us. And this desire card coming out is saying, like, Aquarius, it's really time for you to sit and think about, okay, what do I truly want in life? What kind of life do y'all truly want to live? What do you really need? What do you desire? And this spans outside of intimacy and romantics. I said romantics. I'm laughing because if I remember correctly, I think like an adult store out here is called Romantics. I've never been to Romantics though. Anyways, so it goes outside of that. This card just is literally a message to say, Aquarius, right now is the time for you to think about what you really truly want. Not necessarily because you guys are the sign that deals a lot with the collective, not what do people want from you or what do you think you should want because of the thoughts that people have imposed upon you or thoughts that you've picked up, but what do you truly desire in this life? What if you were to leave this earth next week and you had every opportunity to do everything you ever wanted to do in the week leading up to it? What would those things be? What do you want? What do you need? Where do you want to go? What kind of life are you hoping will play out for you, right? That is your soul message. So really think about that, because this energy, thinking about this, is what's going to help you tap into those choices. And tapping into those choices, again, is going to help turn this Ace of Swords upright. And turning this Ace of Swords upright, you can then pull on this energy of the Nine of Wands that puts you into this, okay, I'm so close to being towards the changes that are coming in for you, that are supposed to be coming in for you. And again, remember, you had the Youth card fall out, which talks about taking a leap of faith and trying something different. Then you had the Four of Wands and the Four of Swords and the Mother of Wands, which is all about, putting that energy and putting that passion into the things that you really truly want, really getting back to a place of understanding yourself with that Four of Swords, And then, you know, being able to plan for the future, which is going hand in hand with this Two of Pentacles. So Aquarius, for you guys during this lunar cycle, it's really just getting back to a place of understanding what you want and what you need in life, and then understanding that you don't have to attach, you know, negative feelings, negative thoughts to it, and understanding that you can do what you want. Just because it's something that you want and it doesn't seem tangible doesn't mean that it's not. You might have a little bit more work to do, but you can make whatever you want to happen. You have, whoever had this card in their reading, I said this in their reading too, you have the power and the resources at your fingertips. So go on and use it, okay? All right, Aquarius. That's your reading. I hope that these cards, this spread, brought you some insight. If you feel like you need clarity or more insight or a personal reading, please feel free to go on and book one with me through my Etsy shop. Or you can send me an email if you don't see anything you like on there. I've got all of that linked down in the description box below. If you like this video, go on and give me a little thumbs up. I would truly appreciate it. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop them down below. So long as they're positive, spread love. I do check my channel pretty frequently, so I will respond to you. What else? Like, comment, share. If you don't look at that, Aquarius, your card is sitting right on the bottom of the deck. And this is a very positive energy. This is the hope card. So whatever you're thinking about or whatever changes you want to make, Aquarius, just understand that they are very much so possible. You just have to bring yourself into that headspace of believing that they are, and then actually physically making the moves to bring yourself towards whatever it is that you truly feel like you want and feel like you need. Okay, what was I saying? Go on and share this video if you have any Aquarian friends or people with a lot of Aquarius placements in their charts, or if you got anybody trying to check up on the Aquarius boo, help them get their lives together, and send them this link. You guys share my videos all the time. I appreciate it. With that being said, if you're still listening to me talk, go on and hit the subscribe button and go on and share this video with people that you think would probably subscribe. I'm coming up on my 1 year mark. I'm trying to hit 1K like hella soon. I feel like I can do it. I need y'all's help. I appreciate you guys for rocking with me this far, listening to the whole damn video. Go on and subscribe again if you're still listening to me talk. And check out all those videos that I plugged at the beginning, the Scorpio lunar cycle video, the tarot forecast for your moon and rising sign. Oh, I also have Autumn Equinox fall season forecast up as well. What else? Check out those retrograde videos for Mercury and for what's the other one? Oh, and Venus, although Venus has gone direct. We're still in the shadow period. So yes, I think those are all my plugs. I think that's my outro for the video, y'all. I don't know, I feel like I think it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see y'all next time.